Welcome back. Our color coordinator is here. No, a lot does have to do with color, and Kathy Banak joins us again. Well, welcome back, Kathy. How are you?
Welcome. Nice to be here.
Yeah, you are. You're our queen of color. That is for sure. You see the gray skies. You see color kind of everywhere from our studio. Geez, what a view! You kind of get a little bit of everything, and you'd said before before we came on the air, color's everywhere. It is literally everywhere. There's nothing that doesn't have color, I guess, except for maybe these windows and some air. And this all has meaning.
Yeah. I think people don't really see color as much as they should. Color has an energy to it, right? And energy creates a vibration. And it evokes emotion through your thoughts and your feelings. So it's that connection that I really want people to start thinking about and to start feeling about. It is springtime. People are really ready for change. People are ready to paint, whether it's a living room or a bedroom or a bathroom. But it's not just running out and finding, okay, what is going to go match with that tile and what's going to match with my carpet. Let's look at a broader picture. Let's look at how do you really want to feel in that space and then create the color from there.
So every room, I suppose, your office, you'll want to feel different. Your kids' rooms will be different. Your own bedroom, I guess everywhere could be a little different. Talk a little bit about, or I guess, how do these colors, how does that work? I mean, how do the colors make people change their feelings and energy? Well,
it creates there's lots of studies, there's lots of books out there all about, the vibration that it actually generates. And that's energy, right? So we really, if you actually look at 6 colors, the primary colors and the secondary colors, and we're going to walk through those, but group them into the warm colors, which are red, yellow, and orange. And those colors really create, they stimulate thoughts, but they create feelings of intimacy and comfort and creativity. So just kind of think of that as a beginning point. And then the cool colors are the green and the blues and the purples. So they actually create more calm thoughts. So more calming, serene, things of open space, serenity and things like that. So if you kind of think of those two, that's a good starting point.
So, okay, but each color actually has a different meaning. You call it personality of color.
Right, because, we're going to talk about the energy that a color will give you in a room, right? You could feel that energy. But also, what does it say about you as a person by wearing that particular color? Or what does your favorite color say about you? What does it say to other people about you? And what does it say about your thoughts that you have?
And this is, I think this is important, or it's a little different than what we typically talk about on our show. But when you start thinking about, being happy in the house you're living in. A lot of people can't sell their house. A lot of people maybe don't have their dream home. But these are some things that you can do to maybe make your home a little bit more of the house you want. More of
the house, the authentic home that you should have, you should be living in. But Kyle and I were talking about, it's really all about, getting ready to sell. What is appealing nowadays. And blues and grays and greens are very appealing. Those are very neutral, but they're very calming. And they're very easy on the eye. So again, a new person walking into your home that's a potential buyer, that is a very easiness to walk into versus something that's really bold and really passionate, such as a red, such as a bright yellow. Those are really stimulating. And you don't know who that that potential buyer coming in is going to, how they're going to react to that.
So let's talk about then the meaning of these colors. And then I guess, you had an interesting game we'll play at the end.
Yeah. Well, the other thing I want to talk about also is really quickly is to keep in mind that this also relates to your exterior color of your home. It is becoming warmer weather. People are starting to think about, okay, is it time to paint the house this year? And what does that mean? And what does that say about you as well? So I want to keep that in mind too. So it's interior and exterior. So if we start with the color of red, as I had mentioned, it stimulates your thoughts. And red is probably the most exciting color. Okay, it creates excitement. It creates passion. So I actually like using the color red in a kitchen or in a dining room where you want to stimulate conversation. You want to get thoughts going. Never put a red in a bedroom, right? I wrote an email this morning, my email announcement for the month, and it was all about creating a bedroom sanctuary. And its bedroom should be calming and peaceful, where you actually restore your energy. That's opposite of what red will do. Red will generate your energy, and that's not a good thing. Okay, so yellow is probably the most stimulating color. Okay, so yellow is really all about joy and happiness and lightness and stimulating. And, never put yellow in a big room as the main color, because it's often creates too much energy and it's too much stimulation. So yellow is best to use maybe as a warmer tone with more browns in it, but also as an accent color in a room. And if you actually like the color yellow, you actually like to have a logical order to how your thoughts work. So that's one way of looking at if you gravitate to yellow. And I forgot to mention, if you gravitate to red, if red is one of your favorite colors, you actually like a lot of action. You actually are very physically fulfilled by need for physical energy. So that's red and yellow. Getting into blue.
Well, blue's my favorite color, so let's hear about this one.
Well, blue is probably, and you probably can relate to this by looking outside and looking at the ocean or the water, and it's very serene. And it's very calm, and it's very relaxing. And it's a perfect color for a bedroom as well as for a bathroom. And there's many tones of blue. So there's warm blues and cool blues. So you got to just keep that in mind and look at that undertone of the color when you look at the blue. If you are a lover of blue, if you gravitate to the color blue, like you do, you desire for inner peace and truth. So back to that. But, watch yourself when you're in an office space or you're in a friend's home. How do you feel when there is a blue room that you're sitting in? How different do you feel when you walk into a restaurant that is red? Okay, just keep that in mind and watch your inner right. And see how that affects you. That's all we're trying to do here. The color green is probably the most restful color to your eye. Okay, so you got to keep that in mind. It is a very serene color. What do we see when we look outside here? We see green. We see nature, serenity, calmness. It's a beautiful color to work with in a bedroom because it does create that calmness. If you love green, and I tend to gravitate to greens, all different kinds of greens, you have a deep need to belong and to be loved, to feel secure and to feel safe. So that is your personality that comes through. Purple is actually related to a very regal color. So back in ancient times, authority. Well, there you go. Authority was always, or the royalty was always related around a purple color, but it's actually a very sophisticated color. It actually emulates luxury and drama. So if you love the color purple, you desire emotional security and a need to create order.
And the last one here is orange, which you're wearing.
The last color is my new favorite color for this year, because it actually is, orange creates excitement, but also it's all around creativity. And it's a very energetic color. So if you actually are drawn to orange, you're actually a very creative person. And you like to be socialized and to be accepted. So that's really what orange is.
So those are kind of the primary and secondary.
Those are the primary, right.
But we have a request for one more before we go to break. We're here with Kathy Banak from Authentic Home.
Oh, pink.
So we have to appease our fans out there. Let's talk pink.
Well, pink is actually
the new black, right?
It's a new black. No, I don't think it's the new black. Pink is all about love. It's all about tenderness. It's all about love. If you actually want to attract a member of the opposite sex, you should be wearing pink, because it's all about love and that you have an open heart. It's a very feminine color. So you had mentioned if you have a baby girl, why do baby, girls paint their rooms pink? There's a reason for that.
Barbie dolls are pink.
Barbie dolls are pink. Barbie dolls are pink, but they're also very feminine. They're very feminine. Yeah.
Well, Kathy, I love the color talk when you come here. I mean, it's interesting to discuss the different facets of a house and personality of a home because, people people are maybe out of love with their house. Mm-hmm. And this is a way to potentially find some new, some new hominess in your home. So
Start small. Start small. Start with one room at a time, and connect the emotion to it.
Well, Kathy, thanks so much for joining us. We have to go to break. When we come back, think about buying a house, thinking about selling a house. Well, there was more than just the colors that you need to worry about. Kyle Ryan joins us next. We're going to talk about the team approach and preparation for success in buying and selling houses. We'll be right back.